So yesterday, I had an issue with my health insurance company, and it reaffirmed a belief I've had for a really long time that we need single payer and we need it right now. So my insurance automatically re-upped at the end of the year, which is a good thing. I'm fine with that because this is one of those things where I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. I want to be covered. I want that to be the end of the conversation. So I purchased insurance a while ago. It automatically re-upped. Obviously, my premium went up just like almost everybody's premium went up recently. And the problem was that I looked in my mail. I saw that I had something from my insurance company, and I opened it up, and it says that my payment is past due. And I know, as a matter of fact, I have auto pay set up. Because, again, like I just told you, I'm one of those people... I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. If I get sick, I want help, and that's it. Don't come to me with any bureaucratic bullshit. Don't come to me with any paperwork. Don't come to me with anything because that's not the way a civilized society should function. I shouldn't have to, give me your name and your social security before we make sure that you don't die. Shut the fuck up and do your goddamn job. So we obviously, just like everybody, had to go through the annoying fucking paperwork and the bullshit, but like I said, it automatically re-upped. But my auto pay didn't automatically re-up. So here we go. The first notice I get is one that I'm past due. So it wasn't like, hey, heads up, you're going to have to fix the thing and da-da-da. It was, oh, you're in auto pay, but hey, by the way, hey, you're past due. So then I got to go on the website. Well, guess what? You go on the website. I'm sure a million of you guys have had this experience too. I don't know my fucking username. I don't know my fucking password. Dig up old pieces of mail. Okay, I got my username. Okay, that's not the right password. Okay, I got to refresh it. All right, so I refresh it, and I got the new password. Okay, I sign on. Okay, now it's impossible to figure out how the fuck you update your auto pay thing, how the fuck you figure out how to make it so you're not past due, so it doesn't affect your credit score, all this shit. So then I got to call up. I call up, I get a busy signal. Busy signals I thought stopped existing in like 2002. Like I thought that wasn't a thing anymore. Got a busy signal 4 times, 5 times. Finally I get through. It's an automated system. Go through the automated system. I'm put on hold to talk to somebody. I'm on hold for 30 minutes. What am I going to do? I'm an adult. You're an adult. I got shit to do. You got shit to do. I got to hang up. I don't have time. I just simply don't have the time. I already wasted a fucking hour to go through this stuff. So then I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm in limbo right now. Through absolutely no fault of my own, because I try to pay everything on time. I had the coverage like I told you I had the coverage. I'm in limbo. Let's say for whatever reason something happened to me right now. I got hit by a car, I had a heart attack, something. I'm just sitting there, something happened. So I seize. I have a seizure. And I go to the hospital. What are you going to do? The wallet biopsy. Hey, is he covered? I don't know. There's a little thing going on. Past due payment. Not sure. He's kind of in a gray area. And then in a situation like that, what happens with people? Usually, the insurance company tries every possible thing to wiggle out of paying for it because that means more profit for them. Pad their bottom line, screw over whoever needs the help. And then you got to pay out of pocket. And then in many cases, people go bankrupt. Look, and so this was consuming my mind yesterday. Something that's so fucking basic. Health insurance. If I get sick, can I get help without going bankrupt? I have to think about this as I'm doing my work. Now, people in the U.S. are listening to this and they're going, I've had this similar experience, that similar experience. People have way worse stories than what I just told you. I'm just giving you my thing, and nothing happened, thank God. But there's the gray area, and I don't know what's happening, and I had to solve all this bureaucratic bullshit. People in Canada, they're listening to this, they're like, what? Like, that's a thing? Like, you have to worry about basic coverage. You have to worry about what's going to happen. You have to worry about maybe going bankrupt. You have to worry about all that, all because I didn't fuck up. They fucked up. They didn't hit my card as they should have hit my card with the auto pay at the right time, and then I maybe not lost care for a brief amount of time. Guys, this is not how a civilized country acts. And remember, this is under a system that's even better than what it was before. Because with Obamacare, at least you covered 30 million more people. So, and obviously there's no more, kicking people off for pre-existing conditions, and you could have kids stay on their parents' rolls until they're 26. So there are good things in Obamacare. But it's a half measure through and through. I mean, this is originally a right-wing plan. Private health insurance companies still run the show, and that's the problem. Here's the way it should work. Even Medicare is too complicated because you know, in some place, you have options. What do you want to do this? What does that even mean? Options for healthcare? What does that mean? Sick help, to steal from John Q. Sick help. You should be able to go to the doctor, get your checkup, comes out of your tax dollars. You should be able to go to the doctor, get your medication, go to the pharmacy, get your medication, comes out of your tax dollars. It shouldn't be a question. If you ask me, hey man, you pay your taxes, right? Of course. Well, what do you want that money to go to? Probably number one on the list is healthcare. Probably number one. You know, infrastructure, military, police, yada, yada, healthcare, college, education, that stuff. But in the U.S., no. For most people, working people, middle-class people, middle-aged people, rapacious price gouging, for-profit private health insurance companies that are going to rip you off at every turn and give you a bureaucratic nightmare. I don't want to deal with that shit. We need single payer. We need single payer right now. Because how many nightmare stories do people have? Again, mine is not even a nightmare story because nothing happened. But there are stories of people where they actually did get sick in a gap period through no fault of their own. You know? They lost their job and then they lost their health insurance and then something happened to them. Medical bills is the number one cause of bankruptcy in the U.S. Think about that. That's not a thing in other modern countries. Medical bankruptcies, what does that even mean? That's not a thing. That's a thing for us. It's not a thing for other modern countries. So I'm sick of it, and I don't know why we take it. This is something we shouldn't, none of us should go to work another day until we had single payer. And then guess what? We'd have single payer within a month. They'd be like, a week in, they'd be like, oh, God, all right. Okay. We'll figure this out. Let's do something. We'll figure it out. We'll reallocate some money. We'll maybe raise taxes on the rich, whatever, 3%. We'll figure it out. We're going to pay for this. We're going to do single payer. Every other country, don't give me that bullshit. We can't do it. Every other modern country manages to do it. And we just spent over $10 trillion on a bailout for Wall Street. We just spent $7 trillion on the war in Iraq. We just spent, $4 or $5 trillion on the war in Afghanistan. We're spending billions of dollars on corporate subsidies right now, whether it be to Wall Street or whether it be to ExxonMobil or otherwise. Don't give me that bullshit. We can't do it. We could do it. So it's the fact that the government is corrupt and bought by the private health insurance companies why we haven't done it. We shouldn't take this bullshit anymore, man. We shouldn't take it. We need a single-payer system. We need it right now. It's the way to go. The studies show it's the best system. That's not just me speaking. There's been multiple studies. Oh, look, single-payer systems are the best in the world. Where's the debate? I don't see a debate. There is no debate. There's a bunch of idiots who've been duped by the propaganda and the people who are financially invested in keeping the system the way it is versus everybody else. So let's fix it. Let's get a single-payer system because I nearly lost my mind yesterday over this little issue. I can't imagine what somebody going through that has a real serious issue. Like, for example, there were people who came to the country on vacation and then they had a baby really early. And then they had a bill that was like $400,000. They're like, whoa, because there was complications in the pregnancy and they had to stay in the room for a month or whatever the fuck it was. They're like, this is crazy. This wouldn't be, they were from Britain or something. This wouldn't be a thing in Britain. Now I got to pay $400,000 because I had a fucking baby. So it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. We need to change the system. We need to change it right now.